showtime.
Fire and water, earth and the sky. Mysteries surround us, legends never die. We're here for the moment, lost in time. I can hear them call, they're locked within the crystal ball.
Hello everybody, and welcome back into more of Pokémon Shining Pearl. The Dragon 100 is coming at you live here in the Eternal Forest. Even though we went to this dungeon in the last episode. Why am I back? Because I actually just remembered I have a lack of honey head that I slammed onto the tree a while back. And I think it's about time that I kind of make a return there. Don't know why I didn't go there from before. But then again, I'm kind of a moron in the process, so what else is new about me? Oh, right! We also gotten ourselves to the Explorer Kit, meaning that we can now finally travel underground. At a location called the Grand Under... Oh, right. Yes, that's what it's called. Yes, explore the Grand Underground, which we'll be doing that in this episode. But first, like I said, I need to go back to that tree, because sometimes there could be a rare Pokemon, or pretty much any Pokemon could pop up from there. Ah! Damn it! I could have... then again, I never challenged you off screen because I don't think you were a trainer of interest. But... remember a while back in for when... Well, actually, in the last episode, we saw all those lines of fishermen. I took care of those guys. And Jirachi and Mew have got some experience out of that. Oh no! You're using a bind on part steel type? Whatever will I do? No. I'll confuse your bitch. Yeah, look at that. Mew's is at level 18, Jirachi's is almost reaching level 16, and son, you're now level 20. That's what I get for my stupidity of not facing this guy off screen. Probably, like I said, I should have. Now, I believe... Please tell me that I didn't... Well, this is embarrassing, because... I guess, to be fair, I had stuff happening, so, oops. Couldn't exactly get to it from before, but what the hell. But, it's not all gonna be lost, though. Because now... I think it's about time... to be registered as a bad boy. Because the time has come. Not for that. We are going to the Grand Underground. I'm going to be playing alone. You could technically do this on the internet too with others, but I'm going to choose not to do that. We have a large location to explore, but we can only explore so much. Since I'm playing using a throne controller, I am just pressing the R button to search for these lights. Oh, there's a note tucked inside the Explorer Kit. Digging for fossils. Put a sledgehammer and pickaxe in your Explorer Kit. Use them and you'll be able to dig all sorts of stuff from the walls. Before the wall comes tumbling down, that is. I'm sure you can do it. Good luck, youngster. Unfortunately, certain items that can be found kind of all over the place, but those metal pieces I hate so much. Alright. Usually for my case, I just like to sledgehammer everything. Even though that'll actually be a disadvantage, it's worked for me a lot in the past. You guess in for a penny? Nope. So, fossils! We can actually find 2 different kinds of fossils at this point in the game. And of course, that it being a typical Let's Out player who likes to talk about certain Pokemon. Oh! You! Ground to ground so fast, yet I always am passed by a lot of people. That woman! You're gonna want to remember her, someone like her, especially for those in that part of the underground. That's gonna be important for something later. Hello? Already found an Everstone, which is very nice. This prevents the Pokemon from evolving, but it also has some other uses as well, for breeding purposes. I'm gonna be using anti-breeding purposes in this level. Hello! We got something new! Various times, you will potentially find a special item known as a Pretty Hay box. These boxes could contain something very, very interesting. Let's open her up. Our reward is a Geodude statue. Huh. Fitting. So while I'm excavating in some of these particular spots, I would like to now take a moment to talk about these fossil Pokemon that we can find only to implementing into the wall. So let's get right to it. Starting things off, only found in Shining Pearl, Shieldon. This is a rock steel type that, honestly, I think it's a pretty nice at typing. Which is what I would say if it didn't come with so many weaknesses in the process. The only good things in that you'll be seeing out of it is the fact that it has some great defense, but with sluggish speed. Not only that, but it also holds a quad weak to fighting and ground. That's definitely something that you might want to take into consideration. While I do love the Shieldon line more than most, and personally, I think that they're secretly very good in their own mind, in their own personalities. Wait, you get it. The only big gripe that I ever really have with it is the fact that it's slow and it's kind of hard to use. I used to want to pass a playthrough with on my other save file for Pokemon Shining Pearl, and it served me quite well. In fact, there is a move that it will learn, and that will be a great asset to Shieldon and its evolution later on. Gyro Ball. The slower your Pokemon is compared to the other Pokemon, the better the damage. That's actually not a bad choice to go for. It takes a while for it to fully evolve, but if you can get by all that, Shieldon is a very good Pokemon, and it can be secretly good for its own use. Brilliant Diamond, on the other hand, we got something that's actually just as bad, in a way. Cranidos, a pure rock type, and it's going to remain a pure rock type throughout the entirety of its life. This is the embodiment of the phrase Glass Cannon. Why? Oh, I don't know. Base 40 defense and base 30 special defense? And it's also pretty slow. And yeah, it has a base total of 350. 125 of that is its attack stat. And it sucks. Why would it suck? Well, because this is the ultimate example of the phrase, a hard-hitting Pokemon, but it's very fragile. It does know some pretty good hitting moves along the way, like headbutts and headbutts, Stealth Rock and other such. And heck, Rorks have created those and definitely have served that purpose. If you want one, I definitely would probably recommend Mold Breaker over Sheer Force. Because I'd like to have some priority into some moves and that these Pokemon would learn. Sheer Force may negate it and hit the additional effects, but it increases the power of certain moves. I just gotta feel like that's making it weaker. It takes a while to fully evolve it to like with Shieldon, but if you can do that, and be aware on how fragile it is, it's gonna be a hard choice to go by. Okay. So now when it comes to here, we are now in something else that's new in the Grand Underground. These special caverns can be multiple different types. But what could be in here? Pokemon Let's Go versions of Pokemon that can be found down here. You know what? You are actually a Pokemon that I actually would like to go for. Because not only are you rare, but you are also a Pokemon that could potentially make a good use for my team. Swablu is a normal flying type, and it is actually one of the more defensive Pokemon of them all. It may be a normal flying type, but give it a little bit of some time. It actually has some pretty good use for something later on. While we won't be seeing it for a while, it could potentially learn the move Cotton Guard. This raises its defense stat by I think 2 or 3 levels with each use. I love Swablu more than most. And I definitely think that Natural Cure, which I think is one of the abilities, and that I actually don't have that in my notes at the moment, but I'll probably fix that later. But it could be really nice, but it can come with a few drawbacks. If you really want to have a good Pokemon that may know how to get the job done, and want to have a bit of a decent normal flying type over Starly or any other ones that we've seen from before, give this one a try. You can only find it this early underground though, so if you could get by that, good Pokemon. So, while we're on the subject of the underground, there is actually something that I kind of want to bring up. If you're looking for any place to train your Pokemon for what is to come, like get some kind of boss fight and they're having problems with, you got it. These Pokemon will actually be generally be pretty high level. Well, that was embarrassing. And generally, some Pokemon that can be found out here can be pretty high leveled, and if you manage to knock them, catch them, well, do so. Some Pokemon can be rare, but the catch is that there are some Pokemon that can only be obtained at certain points of your journey. And ooh, you. Is that taking a break? Oh! Yes, yes, please! Hikers like him come in many varieties down here. One of the best things about hikers down here is that they will sell you certain items that are for orbs that you potentially will collect, depending on how big and valuable they are. Oh, okay. I thought it was something cool for a moment. While I was talking about the fossil Pokemon, I found a Water Stone, which is an evolutionary item for certain Pokemon. Oh, well. Nothing cool yet. But... ooh, a Happiny. Oh, who's a happy little Happiny? So let's come on down here. We got this other section right here for us to explore. We have another spacious cave here. Let's see here. Sometimes Pokemon could be hiding around corners around here, so we gotta be careful. Found a Bidoo right there. That's a very interesting Pokemon to find. Yeah, doesn't look like it. There's definitely a lot of locations for us to explore around down here. I do plan on trying to explore as much as I can, but we can't explore all of them right off the bat. There's certain locations that can only be accessed at certain locations. Wow. A different kind of pretty box. Hello? Guess it doesn't matter at this point. We found a leaf stone. Another evolutionary item. And we get something called the Gorgeous Stone Box. Now, these are more rare pretty boxes, but they actually come to something that's pretty nice. A Rotom statue. And that little star right there indicates that is a shiny. I have no ways of showing this off yet, but we definitely want to remember this. Because I kind of lack a certain item that we will need to show them what their purpose is. Sunlit Cavern. Ooh. Got a Shinx right there. I should warn you though, while I was kind of showing this off from before, but the Pokemon will actually go after you if you're too close or in their line of sight. Oh, there was a Wurmple. You know what? Yes! Wurmple! You are actually a Pokemon of interest that I want to go after. And you're actually at a pretty nice level. I'm surprised you're not fully evolved yet. It's okay. One, two, ouch. Doesn't affect Jirachi because I'm part steel. Oh, I had a Great Ball. I'm surprised I didn't use this one from before when I was going after that Swablu. Uh-oh. Well, this is a fine predicament. I don't want to use Confusion, because that gives me same type of attack bonus. Let's try this. Dang it! I don't know why I'm having such bad luck down here. I guess I'm probably a little too good down here or something. I don't know. There's a Machop right there. But yeah, once you get into Pokemon's line of sight, they'll come after you. We've got a bottle of PP up right here. Always nice. Two right here. I'm going to explore as much of this location as I can. And I'm just seeing of what we can find underneath here. Because, well, the majority of this episode is just showing off more what the underground's like. And I'll definitely be coming back down here every now and then. Once we obtain certain items that help us out with our progress of the story. Everything was dug up. There's one from here. The ones with all these stones around, they're just the worst. I mean, I understand her for why they would include this, just to give us a bit of a challenge in the process, but seriously, why is that a thing? Oh, hello. I somehow managed to do that. I guess you could say, from all those fails I've been doing, I guess I got stoned. These Diglets! There was also a Dugtrio from earlier, and that is something that I also want to bring your attention to, well, after I do this. Ooh! Wow! You have a blue sphere, which is a large one. We got a pretty stone box of a fire element. What do we got? Another Rapidash. Yeah, that 6 out of 40 meter that you're seeing right there, which is now 7 out of 40. Yeah, I know, failing grade. That is actually something that could be of some good use to you. If you plan on doing any hunting for statues or even potential shiny Pokemon. I guess with every Pokemon that I'm seeing that's new. You know what? You know what I want to do? Well, this is actually kind of funny. Might as well talk about this Pokemon, because I could have sworn we could find this Pokemon a little while later. Houndoom! Which is a Pokemon that's a fully evolved Pokemon that we are seeing at this point, and it's really weird and how it's in the underground, but that's pre-evolution. Don't ask. Houndoom is a dark fire type, and quite frankly, one of my personal favorite Pokemon. This Pokemon is what I consider to be one of the most unique Pokemon at this point in the game. If you're having an issue with the upcoming boss fight, you might want to consider catching a Pokemon that's like this. It's very good, it's strong. I gotta consider this to be a Pokemon to be good for being Tonka tough. Downside. Moves. Some of its best in the moves are actually from its pre-evolution. And unless if you want to wait for a while, you're gonna be seeing some pretty decent moves in his arsenal. If you want one, be mindful that its abilities and it can be a little bit tricky. In fact, the one that I just caught, I think has Flash Fire for the... Yeah, Flash Fire. That's just to boost its fire type moves if it's hit by one. That's something that's more on the competitive play. It's okay for what it is, but I definitely think that having a Houndoom on your team for this upcoming boss might actually prove to be some good use. Just remember that it does end up come with a few drawbacks. But all around, very good Pokemon if you can make it work. You. Rika. You can dig into walls using a sledgehammer or a pickaxe. Each tool affects a different sized area. So you should use the one that's best for the situation. Or you could be like me, and you can always be that one jackass that decides to do pretty much none of the above. You know what? I'm actually going to just do something a little differently. I'm not going to talk about the rest of the Pokemon that we can find at this point, but what I'm going to do is, for the next episode, I'm going to talk about the Pokemon that we can encounter while I do some more exploring around in these particular environments, because I kind of forgot that you were present, and I forgot that you were present. So if I can also draw your attention to the top left of the screen, we are actually covering almost half of the entirety of the southwest section of the map. This is probably the largest dungeon to go through in the entirety of the Pokemon main core series. I mean, there is a lot to explore. I hate those on the metal supports so much. Why are they a thing? I know they're probably just gonna be there just to troll us or anything. Didn't I just talk to you? It's okay though. I'm not complaining much. Oh, now you guys are just being naughty. Oh, you guys are just being even bigger naughty. TMO6 Toxic! You can also find certain items down here that are, I guess, themed? These locations are weird! Maybe of interest for us over here? Probably not. Oh, that's just... invisible wall. Little Zubat. I'm definitely gonna be running like a mental note. Or I guess a side note to talk about those Pokemon later. But you know what? It's okay. There's nothing wrong on that. No Let's Player is perfect. In fact, no one on this world is perfect. I've yet to find anything that seems cool yet. And it's gotta be clouds and otherwise, so oh well. But getting plenty of orbs, or spheres in this case, will definitely prove to be some good use for you guys. Might as well do some of these along the way. I'm still a little disappointed that I couldn't get to that swamp loop from before, but I guess then again I wasn't exactly prepared, really. I thought that you would be coming at a little bit of a later time. Some internet locations where I go to try to look up some of these Pokemon that can appear at certain points in the game, they're not 100% accurate. If there is a location, can someone link me to that location? Great. Okay. Coming back up here. I need to switch my Pokemon around. Hang on. Oh, wait. I did that already. That'll work. I'm not gonna go through every single one of them. And oh, hello. Elijah. That's a good name. I like the name Elijah. Alright. Anything of interest in here, perhaps? I think not. Ooh! Got a new one. At least we got to see a new item. The Pale Sphere. And we get a Grass Elemental box. What do we got? Rose Raid! Nice! Alright. Hello? We have an ice in our box. Well, I guess you could say with all these rocks that are coming down on me, I guess I got de-rocked 900 times, eh? Mammal swine! Dang! In fact, I can maybe hopefully see if I can find another one. Got a Cricketot on there. We've got some Psyducks up there. This is a general location of where we could do some off-screen training, and or pretty much training in general. We We still have a little bit more here to explore. Hello, Michelle. You definitely might want to try to talk to as many of these people as you can. I think there's a grand total of, I think, 40? That's going to be a challenge, and that's what's going to be coming up for something a while later. This section is kind of looking a little bit promising. And it's a lie. Seriously. Can I stop hitting all these metal support beams? Grotto! Let's see here. What are you guys? Shinx, here we got a grassland right here. Woo, Shinx! Machop right there. Let's see here. Got some Cricketot right there. Definitely been made better in this generation, which I graciously welcome. Well, at least at this point. They've probably been made a whole lot better from earlier, but I think I didn't really pay attention much about that. This one looks kind of inviting. Hello! Got a new item of interest! We have a new item for us, the Yellow Shard. This particular shard will actually come in handy for something later if you collect enough of these. We'll be talking about more about that when we get to it. And I'm gonna warn you guys right now. The whole center section is going to be a pain. We are dealing with a lot of evolutionary Pokemon here, and I'm unfortunately getting a little concerned. Deep Sea Tooth! That's a held item that can boost the critical hit, I believe. Oh no, it raises the special attack stat. Yeah. I think I made a wise decision for doing this now. Yeah. So like I was saying, the one that's highlighted in white, we can now technically explore that location. But that's gonna probably take maybe 2 parts for me to cover that whole location. There's really not much that really needs to be said about this, but I do plan to explore as much of this as I can. And hopefully I can find something of well, I find a lot of great interest out here. But Krogunks. And Skorupies. And a Lickitung. And yeah! Popsicles! There I go, making food slangs. Although, Lickitung is actually not a bad Pokemon, but it's just a pain to deal with. TMO1 Focus Punch! A TM move that made a comeback! Unfortunately, it still has some drawbacks, though, so, it's basically a potential 2-turn use. If you don't get hit on the turn that you use it, you can use it, but I guess that's only 1 turn, but it basically is a movement that is a really good move, or it's a waste of time. And I know I'm a little more than half an hour into this, but I'm curious to see what all is in here. Dang it. And Aw, the Badoo is trying to block the exit. Alright. We're now halfway through that part. Not gonna get it all in this one particular run through, but maybe if I do ever get connected to the internet, it'll actually boost that immensely. Some more spacious spaces. It looks rather promising. And it's a lie. Don't get me wrong, there's some good Pokemon that can be found in here. But there was those 2 Pokemon that I was kind of interested in. Riverbank. Buizel! And a Bunary! And Waluigi! And by the looks of it, we've almost covered the entire southwest portion. I guess I could do a few more of these along the way. I know I'm probably boring you guys if I'm doing this, but let's see here. Another box. It's a normal themed. You know, when we kept on doing this, and I know that a lot of people are probably thinking I'm crazy when I say this, but if we keep doing this, won't this bring down the entirety of Sinnoh since we're kind of breaking the support structure from underground?
Guys, I think we might be the bad guys here.
And I believe that's a poison. Hello? Yay! We're making good progress, and we have lots happy fun times. And a Drapion. Ooh. Spooky. Let's see. I think we have, yeah, one more section for us to check. We could trade some of these items in that we've gotten for something of interest. I'll get rid of the yellow shark. I'm probably not going to be using this. But, in the process, we get a new sphere. The Prism Sphere. Actually, not a bad piece of item. A piece of item. Huh. Maybe I've been in underground a little too long. Hello? Oh. I'm satisfied with 2 red orbs. Or spheres. They're the same thing! Orbs and spheres, they're the same thing! Well, actually, I guess in one content sense. One is a sphere that's from the underground, the other one powers up the freaking continent Pokemon. In Grassland. I don't know if it was for the pincer or the bug buzz. I don't know which one. I don't care. I guess that makes 5 new Pokemon that I need to talk about in the next episode. Probably. Yep, that seems to cover it. So now, I think it's about time that we head for the surface. And I should point out that whenever you do go back to the surface, you respawn back to where you were. So, the last thing that we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be heading back to town, more specifically Eterna City, and then we'll and then we'll finish it up from there. Because I know I've been doing this. I mean, my time for this one is shown to be like over 40 minutes, so. You just don't mind me. Let's see here. Actually, along the way, aside from my rappel's wearing off, we're now on the other side of the Eternal Forest, and if it weren't for these, they annoy me so much. I believe nothing there. A jar of honey. Probably will make up for the one that I used from before, but oh well. So now that we're back in Eterna City, let's come back in here, we'll talk to this person, and then we'll finish up from here. How was it down in the ground, underground? Big and empty, I would think. But that's just because you're a novice splunker. There are many hidden things down there that are invisible to the naked eye. For my next test, I want you to dig up some treasure for me. While underground, check the radar for any spots of yellow lights. Go to such a location and search for treasure by pressing the A button. We get a new item for underground, the digger drill. Dig in the walls in the grand underground to unearth hidden things. Treasures you find will go straight into your bag. Spheres are special gems that can be exchanged for goods down there. Now, what should I assign you next? Next up is to make our secret base. All we just need to do is just use the digger drill from down there, and then we'll make one from the process, but we'll deal with that when we deal with that later. But for now, I'm overtimed. I got a lot of things to talk about for something later on. But, oh wow, it's just... I'll also see if I can potentially find those two Pokemon from down there as well, because I actually do plan on adding those two Pokemon on my team. It may take me a while, it might take me overnight, but I could handle that, right? Well, anyway, now that I've finally gotten that taken care of, next time, we're going to explore Eterna City and see what kind of fun we can find out here, right? See you guys then.